welcome to Mobile Adventures, where we're going to eventually be doing mobile and adventures. So, for washer dryer phase, we are going to work on the tower again. And we're going to need the gutter. Alright, this has been done up a little bit. Thinking this might be a closet, so it won't look as nasty. Anyway, this is done on a phone. This is a safe staircase now. Might hear clawing and scratching noises to make certain maneuvers happen, otherwise it's held at a wide stance to prevent that. But it comes at the cost of precision, such as walking into trees, buildings, and pits of death. Apparently it turned to nighttime. There's also other things that we are going to do. As you saw, we raised the barn, and now, you can see it's 99% completed. The structure is there. Now it's just a matter of doing some work and populating it. Alright, we gotta be sure we're safe. Did I leave anything in here? No, I did not. Again. And because I gotta have the volume low in order for you to not go deaf, I cannot hear if somebody is coming. And I think we'll go with the brick variant this time. Probably don't need that many. Also, yeah, we got the... Let's see, yeah, we're gonna need more. Yep. We need more of these. That's probably more than what we need. I think I got what we need to top this thing off. So how are we going to go about getting there? Let's go to the second floor and board what ultimately will be a staircase to it. Yeah, I should probably put this in another spot. Similar to how I've done this here. Oh, and we're not 100% done. Fortunately, these, yeah. Them there blocks we can just make here. Yeah, we cannot step out that way. Now the question is, can we reach with these down at the bottom? Yes, we can. But alright, so we'll just temporarily do this. Now the whole purpose of this tower, if you're seeing this for the first time, is to see the outer regions of this world, not immediately after. So I mean, even what you can barely see right now with our 14 chunk render distance, which is legacy for this channel, and that was not supposed to be. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, we've done it before. Why can we not hit it now? Probably because we're at height. Alright, I've expanded the carrot farm ever so slightly. It will go back. We've got that. We've also got a road system. This will be the road where books are going to be. And this is going to be, as I'm going to call it, Butcher Boulevard, where we can butcher the animals and some for emeralds. This will be the way where we can get maps, and of course we'll branch off here and there to and that's not how it works. Come on, come on. Did not work again. You know what? I'm just going to knock this block off. We're going to knock this block off. We can brake. Then put it back. Alright, we successfully could do it before, but now we can't, which is weird. Alright, so again, switch over to this. Of course, it's, now that the nicer weather is here, I got the windows in the basement open as well as the screen door, so you get to hear some outdoorsy noises. There we go. Actually, I think I have not made enough of the other guys here. And ultimately, there is going to be a winding staircase. And a floor in which we are going to want to get off so we can climb a ladder. My idea is to okay, we don't need to go in there. Again, we're just checking to be sure we're clear, and we should have 8 of those. Yes, we do. Yep, we can keep jumping. Is what we're gonna do here. That'll just be a face for what we're doing. And why is this even there to begin begin with. And this is where the roof is going to sit. Yeah, break. Since the mansion isn't exactly completely sealed off where the tower is, we can just enter there and continue on. Okay, move the player. Move the player. Alright. Sun is setting. Let's just make things safe for ourselves here. Yeah, since this isn't sealed off quite yet, and over here. In fact, this could be replaced with a regular corner, I think. Maybe not. Whatever. Anyway, we want to be here now. Less height. Same thing. Now the only one that's going to be, the ones that are going to be a little more difficult to, these things to put on, will be this side. She might come back and scaffold over. Or, as I'm thinking about it, we can do it now, but how much dirt do I have? Just, and I use quotes there, what I have now. Alright, so that is the buttress for this as well. So actually needs to be a corner. Alright, so we're going to have to do double here. And better jump than that. Alright, how about we hit the target? How about we hit the target? We've done it before. Yeah, I had enough. Alright, we have enough for 3. We can secure this corner, this corner. We won't need these anymore. Oh, we kind of need to go over there and do that as well. Maybe not. Okay, we can go on top of these. Good. That's all aligned. Actually, this is where the roof is sitting, so yeah. Brake. Yeah, this is not going to work. Where did that place? There we go. Nope, that wasn't supposed to go there. Do we lose one or do we get it back? We lose one. All right, we got our topper. That's where the roof goes on. And since I'm here, I mean, there's a very slight amount getting cut off there, but you're not really missing anything. Yeah, there's not really anything there. And of course, this is where I take the render distance and crank it to truly see as far as we can. And of course, as devices get stronger, or the limits are raised, one or the other. Yeah, I guess we can do this. Yeah, this is a buttress. I can just say it took me 40 minutes, 40 minutes or so just to do that. Oh, we didn't put the corner piece here. Can we do this here? No, we can't. There. Yeah, this way. Yep, that would have been a fall. And it's dirt. We can always find dirt elsewhere. Like it doesn't exist all that much in this world. Alright, so what's under here? Alright, we'll just put that back. Alright, so we got that done. Oh, I never noticed that corner. Well, maybe at some point we'll fix it. That just looks strange. Probably because of the corners. Alright, so... Oh, I have stuff to use to fix that problem. Alright, so pressing buttons. Jumping. And now we get to watch the commands get ignored. Oh yeah, I got the position on, which... Let me just turn that up. There, I will show you why that was on. Set up hardcore. Where are the... Oh, there we go. Shut that off. I'll show you why that was on in a moment. I tried to do the dirty M word, you know, math, and I unsuccessfully couldn't link something, so I turned that on to see where things landed versus where things actually were. Now the staircase is nice and safe, although that makes that ever so slightly narrow, but that's fine. As much as I would like to see. We will take that just in case. And nothing's really been done with the swimming pool yet. Should that surprise anyone? Actually, I think we can... Now, depending on how far along we are on this, depends on whether or not we'll continue this during dryer phase. We're just putting a roof on this thing. How to get to here is going to be a different story. And of course, I did not bother in any way, shape, or form. Place. Like the staircases we're going to need. That's good. Yep, planning at its best. We'll leave that one. so at 28 of those, we're going to need quite a few more than that. Let's make how many more regular do we have? Good enough. Let's move the game. Switch to dirt blocks now. Not enough. Placing. Alright, so now we are going to do this. Actually, should just put the sneak on, that way we won't have to worry about falling. Stick. I don't know why I didn't think I wanted to use the stick, but I didn't. Now we put this here. I'll switch over. We're placing. And now we don't have enough of these. Terrific. Nope, I did not ask for that. I asked for you to change. Now change. Looks like I don't have enough for either one of these. Yeah, steep roofs are really hard to do in Minecraft. Or steeper. Well, we will have enough to do at least this course. Alright, jump. Now, switch over to these. We did not place a third. Place. Place. Okay, I hit the joystick, that's why I didn't. I'm gonna have to take a hit there. Yeah, I think the roof will not get done. And I think we're also gonna have to take it from the outside. Okay, we got plenty more oak logs that we can grab. That should more than be enough. Yeah, we're gonna hit this from the outside now. Or from the open region of the yeah, next level. I always keep thinking I'm a level past where I really am, and we can't do it here. But we can do it here. I mean, this close. Now don't tell me we don't have enough of these now. Yep, I don't. We were able to break that dirt block, which was good, because it just looks weird, but it's because of the slightly more steep nature of this roof. And I know that we're not done with the roof, but we're gonna, and again, I keep miscounting the levels that we're on. Anyway, see you at dryer phase. We're gonna finish the roof, at least on the exterior. See you then. Alright, it's dryer phase. We still have to make some stuff. I'm not sure we have enough to make it happen. We'll just go out here. Yeah, I didn't think I left any leave anything else in here yet. Yes. Anyway. Might as well make the whole thing. I was going to say, why are those not an option? Got plenty of those. we now actually don't have enough planks. What I'll do is I'll just over here is I'll just cut a few of these. I'm not going to cut the whole thing. Well, now I just ruined everything. Although I could take one of these and put it back just so that we haven't ruined everything. It ought to be enough. I'll take this one because we screwed that up. Yeah, we're gonna finish this thing up. You know what? Maybe not. I want a steep roof, and that's actually not steep enough. So I'm gonna put this over here, that over there, and that over there. So I'm thinking I'm going to redo that. This, more of this, and that. Get this. So we need a bucket, which I forgot which one the bucket is in. There it is. How about where we can reach it? And yeah, hitting the bucket might be a thing we could use. Anyway, here's the barn. It's half hip roof and half barn. So from here to here on all three floors will be cows, will be pigs, and chickens. I was going to let the chickens go all the way back, but why give them more room? And I think I might have also done something wrong, now that I'm thinking of it. I was kind of rushing this along, and I think I might have defeated the purpose of things, and yes, I have. Break. Defeating the purpose right here. And while I'm at it again, I am going to have to leave the area, and I can't get there from here. That's all birch over there. Got it. We'll go from here. And busted. And I don't have another axe. So we're going to be punching wood. We don't want this junk. I see some bigger trees, but I'm not going for those. Just want to get a couple more smaller ones. So I was going to finish that roof, but then I found that the roof is actually not the angle I'm looking for. Which might be a good thing that we're starting again. So what I want to do is I want to put some trap doors where the fences are. Yeah, that's not a steep enough angle. So, yeah, this will be closer. Alright, so we needed 16 of these. So we'll put those there, put these away, sort of. Put those there. And a couple shovels there, and we can change to the X now. And sunset time. At some point again, we got to try and get ourselves the. I can't remember which chest had the leather helmet in it, because we need to get a zombie villager into that house, and that'll be our. Then a witch to poison us both. I can take the golden apple, which I got right there. Turn it into a villager, and then hopefully a mending one. May have to be done off camera. Alright, so back to the barn. Over here. Yeah, it's not in there. So we got the trapdoors here to keep the cows in this floor, and then out of here. what you see down there actually might want those to be slightly closer. I mean, it's actually correct. I mean, I'm hitting the block. Yeah, plus it's easier to just do it here. Then on the other side we can lower them and raise those. So now we have to repeat this upstairs on the I don't know what I was thinking here. I mean, the whole purpose of them is to be lured over the edge. That's why you see this thing over here, is so that they can't walk onto a ledge. They have no choice but to fall through. Alright, so now the bucket of water comes into play, which quite a few return trips have built a stairway. What we also need to do is put a block here. Reaches the edge, that's perfect. Now they're going to drop. And what I want to happen is that they land safely here, then land safely here, then go through the drop of death over there. And the part that stinks is we're going to have to come in and out, in and out, in and out multiple times. Because I only have one bucket. Bit of a pain, we know that. And we'll just sort so we don't inadvertently destroy something we shouldn't. Alright, so we need 3 rather than 4, which is still a lot, but it's 2 less trips we have to make. Wow, is this... Only the best thought out plans on this channel. Yeah, that roof line just is not big enough. It's too short. There's the sheep barn over there. While I'm at it, oh no, I can't. I need wheat, and I do not have that in hand right now. There, we got this side completed. Now go do the other side. It'll just be faster to go through these gates. Yeah. Time saved isn't really going to be a ton. Now to do the other side. Alright, we did get that correct. Two more times, and then at least for the sides. That way. Far corner. And now to get... After I get this bucket, I'll show you what I needed the position indicator on for. As you notice, we're not killing animals as we usually do when we come across them. So that's because I want to get them in here. Alright, so I'm gonna have to be quick on the draw again. We did not do it. Alright. Up. Alright, so this is done. Now we're going to have to actually we'll leave one of these here. And then it drops into this. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks down is the killing room where they will fall in. You can see it widens a little bit. Now, according to what I've read, 13 blocks is enough for the sheep and not the sheep, the pigs and cows will be a half heart left in them, so you could one punch them. I've also read that this is the height where they die. This is why it's 4 blocks tall, because if it is the latter case, then we can just fill this with blocks and it will be 12 blocks high. And this was me trying to find the end of this killing room and could not. So I used the position, the coordinates to find this location, which then goes up this staircase. It's a dark spot. And we didn't put window in there. Actually, let's solve that now. There. And that's what this door was that you saw. And now we've risked life and limb in leaving that door open. Just grab a bucket of water right now. Eat the food. Right now we're concentrating on finishing things. Alright, no monsters around here. Good. Maybe we can get some cheap shots. Shots not okay. Yeah, we're hitting. And there's a witch, which is not helpful to us right now. Well, just in case she decides to come this way. I'm gonna need to make another trapdoor for the Alright, we're going to need to do this. And 2 more times. Well, 1 more. This is that second time. We need another trapdoor. And then when we make the trapdoor, then we'll go and fortunately we can only make them 2 at a time, but let's start populating the barn. Of course, it helps if we got the bucket of water. one more just to be sure I accurately place this. There we go. And it ends where it should. Although, yeah, this is not going to... That corner is dry because of this. This may be a problem. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. But we can fix that. And we're pressing X. So, yeah, open the door. I don't know why we were swinging swords and the door didn't open. Oh, we got a headbanger over here. Incorrect. Place. There we go. Now we're going to have to go up. And place. There we go. Now it makes it to the edge and we can break. Put these away. Probably not going to try the juicing room right away. I'm surprised that they don't let you just hold down the button to make the hoe do its thing. Place over there. This does not like placing, does it? Alright, let's, oh, sun's going down. So of course this is the time that we have the cows, but not the pigs. just got switched around. Anyway, put that there. I know we're trying to ultimately get a zombie villager, and we're whacking at things. Alright, I need to check another chest, see if perhaps I left about over here. Sometimes I put things in odd places, so I'm just going to check the chests that shouldn't have them there. And then up here. Alright. I made a leather helmet so that we could do that. Pressing. There it is. Does the game know what I want to do? So now there's nothing showing up. Broke. I suppose there aren't going to be any chickens around now. How about we place? Place. Alright, we got one of everything. We can put the chickens somewhere. We can put we can put the pigs in there. Pigs! And now the start. You two make love. Well, we have pigs. Now we need chickens and cows. already got pigs. This is me making more land as I was gathering more wood, made more plots, and this will be Butcher Boulevard, which seemed to have been cows up the wazoo when I was here. And this is as far as we got with this thing. Again, we got pigs. I don't want pigs. Jump there. Cows are chickens now. Seems that pigs are what the game wants to go with right now. They were all animals everywhere. Now when we need them, we're just gonna show one. We don't need sheep because we got plenty of those. Ducking for reasons. Chickens are slower than I think they are. And you're in your new home. Hopefully we can find a mate for you. And we did. hacking at things. Apparently, trapdoors you can get through. They can go through those. We're gonna have to rethink that one. Oh yeah, now cows are here. Needs to be closed. Eat the food. Eat the food. Let's eat the food. Let's eat the food. Alright, we got pigs, we got cows, we got chickens. Again, we're not getting the correct roll. Alright, so the apple. There are things I also want to do if we can get to where we're going first. Put that there, we can put that there. Here. So randomly whacking at things. And now Patty's here. Now we got our leather helmet and the apple. No! Well, that's all that got wrecked. I'm surprised the windows didn't. Maybe because he was on a half slab? Well. Try to get back in, but of course, when control matters most, the game will refuse. Anyway. Don't have any more of that. We gotta have another one of those. Should have looked out the door, but I just barged out instead. Of course I don't have any. Have extras. Now to repair the extensive damage. There. I'm surprised the windows didn't blow out. It has to be because he was on a half slab. Or it's a bug. It's got to be one or the other. Not letting this one get away with it. Oh yes, the sheep. They may have eaten all the grass. Or we didn't let them out to eat the grass. Alright, I got some other plans, but right now I'm just gonna do some farming while I wait for the nightfall and see if we can roll a zombie villager. That one will ultimately why not? How about bust? How about bust? wanting to do this as well. Break. Oh, I actually wound up getting fewer seeds than what I broke down, which is very rare thing. How about we place? Looking for 5. Place. All right, that's okay. That's all started. What we can do is we can put a chest over here for our here we go. Room for it yet. We will now. So, just there, this here, that there, or this, and that ought to do. Hopefully to get a zombie villager. There's not a zombie villager. It's a hissy boomy. Did not hit. But that did. Alright, we're getting creepers, but we're not getting what we're looking for. Although other projects that might help us with. not getting... It's not rolling the correct stuff again. We're jumping. If that were a zombie villager. Another hissy boomy over here. Nothing there, but I'll take the experience for sure. Actually, nope, not gonna work. Alright, once again, we've taken too much time to do another objective. So... thought saddles were craftable things. Unless it's a snapshot thing. Alright, no. Nope, make go away. Nope, that is the opposite direction of what I was looking for. I swore saddles were things you could make. Again, if it's a, that. How come that was not showing as an option? And I typed in S for saddle. Hold on. Nope. I just completely destroyed what I was trying to do because so once again we've I think you can figure out what might be the thing we're trying to do, looking for the recipe for a saddle, because one of the things we did do when we did a short exploration is there was a biome where horses could spawn, and I don't recall if they were any there at the time. What I'm going to do right now is inventory. set those aside for now. As once again, we kind of let time lapse a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna let that actually let's see, you need this and some of this. Thought they couldn't climb trapdoors. Alright, we have a slight issue that we need to fix. Yeah, we took down all the if there's an issue we need to fix, and we don't have trees that are close to us anymore, so we don't have enough of the oak to do what we need to get done. Walk right by what we're looking for. Back to the farm. What I read is not 100% right. I've read that that trapdoors work as good as fences, but I think we can plainly see right there that it's not the case. So we're going to fix that right now. Over here. And we will get you out of here. Apparently the babies can jump it. Yeah, we're gonna need to full on put it. And the pigs are gone. Oh, they got in there. Just see what happens. Yep, that's a problem. Over here. Yeah, that is a problem. We're gonna have to fix that now. Alright, so we gotta go and make a bunch more trapdoors, apparently. Come on. Pressing. And we're randomly whacking at stuff. We're going to need to fix things so we can move the player. Move the player. Again, we're not rolling the correct monster here. Idiot jump, just move that much faster. Move the player. Maybe moving the player is a thing we can try when move the player is a thing we want. Let's see. No, we don't need that. So once again, back into the house. Need 10 trapdoors. We overshot the opening. Just put these here for now. So I need 12. And we don't have enough. I think the cows are good. We're moving the player. I'd like to solve this problem first. First off, the chickens get regular doors, as they're gonna easily get through the trap door. Well, the whole purpose of the trap door was we can place. The whole purpose of the trap door was that they don't get stuck on the nope. They don't get stuck on the edges of the doors. Yeah, and that chicken was gone. So we got to do that over. Pigs. No, we can't do that either. Rework. But we should be able to put this on the other one. And that'll prevent them from going over here. Unfortunately, that also means those doors are no good. These are also no good. That's going to be replaced. Those are fixed. I think the cows will be fine. Alright, let's just... Wheat. Wheat. Just be sure we're good here. Alright, they cannot clear that, so we're good there. We had to put something over that so the pigs can't go over that. The only problem here, we'd have to put doors there too. The food. So let me just check one more time here. We're safe there. We need doors here, doors there. We need 6 doors. Yeah, we already put doors in for the chickens. So we gotta, once again, get the chickens to the building. The chicken coop should be safe now. The pigs should be fine once we get the doors in for the regular thing. Yeah, what I read wasn't correct. They can get through the trap doors if there's... the pigs can. Cows can't because they're too tall. So, there. So we need 6 doors, which here's our 6. Well, we had plans, and then of course everything goes wrong. How else would it work? But we know what we need to fix. Alright, so cows are fine. Pigs are not. Actually, cows are not fine. Now they can't get in there. Oh, we need 2 more doors. The player. Yeah, we're gonna need to do that. Need the trapdoors again. You need 8 of them. Yep. Grab. There's our 8. I'd like to go over to that patch, but it seems everything I'm doing doesn't work or is done wrong. This is why I went with trapdoors. So it's stuck. Okay, we did put those there. So, nope. Okay, out of the way. Break. We should be okay at this point. Yeah, and the baby pig will not be able to go through. That's good. Alright, so the pigs are safe now. Worst case scenario, that whole thing gets knocked down and that's it. They are unable to move. Alright. Yeah, the baby cows can escape. No good. Yep. Feed the cow. Feed the cow. Make the baby moo-moo. Now we'll do the same test here. Oh. No, 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 no. No. Get down from there. This is why we got the trapdoors. We pressing. No, oh, no. Nope, that has to be up. Pressing. Of course, the game always likes to ignore, not do what it's supposed to. Good, it got down. Worst case scenario, this just gets removed and... Alright, try again. Oh, that thing grew up. I think it's going to be able to get through. Alright, if pig's growing, cow's growing, now we need the cluckers to grow. Alright, so carrots here, that there. Pressing buttons. Now see if we can find chickens while we wait for things, you know, the sun to set. We got plenty of pigs. Yeah, 3, but anything but what we want. How else would it go? Just go there and move that up, that over there. Alright, none of that's available, so. Let's try this again. Need some permanent residents here. This time we're not losing the chicken. What I do is you drag it out this way. Oh, a second chicken came about. I don't know if it was the same chicken that was hiding, but actually shouldn't have been. I don't know. Well, we got babies, we got adults. They're not falling into anything. Again, probably because we're just setting ourselves up to fail. Oh, you're a little too late, but we got what we need going. Yeah, we'll keep that. Just do that for now. Alright. Zombie villagers. Jumping. Oh, more hissy and boomy. That's hitting. The other one. Really? Yep, move. guys might be helpful. That's a possibility, but we are looking for zombie villagers. That's a miss. It's not. That has scared me, even though I saw it die. It's not rolling the correct ones again. That might have been stupid, but in. Jeez. Yeah, we don't have too much time left now. Just put this here for now. Put this here for now. Definitely putting this here for now. And we don't want to lose that or this. But we have this. Jump. Right now, we're gonna put face getting rid because we're just. Alright, we're trying to do stuff now. Alright, now we're gonna go and try and do the horse thing, which probably won't end well. Here. Time's a wasting. One of these. That's the compass that points home. There it is. This 14, I don't know if that's enough to really help, but nice. I was gonna say nice jump, but it actually did jump. We already have a horse. Well, we didn't have to go too far, did we? Not a ton of hearts there. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Ooh, many more hearts. Also seems to be a bit faster. Yes, he can go fast. But can he... Oh, there's one thing I've read that actually is in the thing, and that these things can swim now. Yes, I gotta get used to how these control. Now the question is, where do I put Horsey for the time being? Yeah, this guy's pretty fast. I don't have a place for it, that's the thing, but I plan on having a place for it. I gotta remember, look-see makes Horsey turn. This, so yep, place. He can jump pretty high too. There we go. Alright, we got our... That went way faster than anticipated. So what I'm going to do is make sure our buddy doesn't get destroyed. Down there. I know it's a little dark, but well, that objective was met pretty quick, wasn't it? I already have plans on what to do with that. Is there anything else in this that we should actually take with us? Maybe the boat. Yeah, I'm gonna put those in the bedroom. We gotta start moving, or maybe off camera, start putting things away. Alright, where are they? Okay, yep. Boat. And the compass that we didn't quite need. Alright, the other horse was weak and it had very little hearts. The black spotted one, on the other hand, not so weak and very fast. This is why I don't like using doors. Open. Pressing. So yeah, they're not going to jump through that hole. Alright, we got the horse. Much faster than anticipated. Way faster than anticipated. There he is, tucked away for a project in which he will become very useful. Oh, I don't have the leather helmet. It's a regular zombie. Move. Move. Jumping. Do we have to roll them? There. Yeah, we could use that for the brewing stations. hitting. Nice hit. Got the iron ingot, good. They're a dime a dozen until I need them. Actually, since I have one already. Well, nope, not sneak. Move. Where are the zombie villagers? I actually have a means. They don't show up. Yeah, it's definitely too short. Not the look I was going for. I see regular zombies, but I don't see the zombie villagers. We're not rolling again. Move. Move. Alright, so, yeah. Not gonna happen in this episode. So we'll put those there. And only 2 of those. That. Other things we can put away a little later. Actually, you want to be over here. Do we have slabs? I know we got the bucket, which should be back there. Yep. Alright, so no, we're gonna need. Actually, we don't have to. We got what we need here. Was checking something and that kind of threw me off a little bit. This. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig. 2, 3, 4, and dig. Over here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, moving, 3, 4, dig. And over here, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and dig. Bucket is missing. Pour. Nope. Yeah, let's just open this one. Don't want that in hand in case I hit the wrong button and we flood out. Nope, we're going to change. There. Alright, so this, place that. We can put a bucket away. Put those away. I wish you could just hold it down, but then it just acts like nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's why we did this one. Alright, so we got plenty of these. Of course, it shorted me. Seriously? Broke even. Oh well. It's like the chickens ain't getting any feed today. Place. Alright, eat one. You're here, might as well go for it. That's why the trapdoor thing is so much better. Pressing. Wait, is this all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I just want to ensure that the babies aren't going to be jumping over anything that they shouldn't. Alright, yeah, that. Now the question is, can they get through if the trap doors are down? Well, actually, let's... 15% battery. Well, we're almost done. Pressing. Pressing. Love when the game ignores it. Go. Nothing. So we got the start of the chickens. We were hoping to get some seeds out of some of the replanting, but they either got shorted or broke even, one way or the other. And finally, the ones that seem to be doing pretty well. 1, 2. I gave the dryer more time than that. 3. Pressing. 4. Pressing. 5. And wasn't there another one? The dryer be done. Now, are we safe? Need to be safe. Put this here. Put this here. We do have seeds there. I just want to call it an end of the episode. As the dryer finished before I thought it would, and I gave it ever so slightly more time just to get through this literal final day. So that will be it. We got some farming done, and we got a horse. And this is Mobile Adventures. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.